Hello everyone, it's Monika here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a very quick and easy project. As you can see, I've done some projects already with those punches. So these are quite new to Craft Stash actually, because the website is closing down. They've got, I think, only those two available on sale, and only $3.59 each. But I really wanted to do this project, those set of projects with those punches for a long time, but I don't know, I didn't feel like crafting, and other things happened as well, so it took me a while to create this. So the last video I've done, it was for this a pop-up front card panel, and that was over 12 days ago. So this is how long was my break from YouTube. And to be honest, I don't know how my channel will look like in the future. Maybe I lost a little bit of mojo. I'm maybe not motivated enough to record videos. Anyway, so that's what I've created. So there are actually those three punches, those circle punches, are coming in one box. Let me see if I can show. Do they have the measurements? Yes. So that's the box for those three circle punches. So as you can see, there are 9.5 millimeters, 15.8, and 25 millimeters. So 2.5 inch, and so these are punches which are coming in one box. But as I said, I don't think they are available any longer. I don't know if they will be available on the brand new Craft World website, which is already up and running. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know, what do you think about this? But I will be sharing some of the projects. I'm still not sure how it will look like. Everything is I'm not sure how am I going to, if I'm going to create some projects for Craft World. I worked on two collections. One collection will be released in a few months time, probably, because it's a autumnal collection. And another one, it's something which I said before that Lou designed, but it will be, looks like it will be merged to someone else's brand, and there is a launch which is happening this Wednesday, 21st of May, and it's collection by Helen Griffin with Simply Made Crafts, and she might have some of those products Lou designed. I don't know if I can say it, but maybe she's going to mention. Anyway, so hop over to Helen on Wednesday the 21st. I think at 1 p.m. she's going to be sharing her collection, and she might reveal some more. So anyway, going back to the punches, so they come together. Then we've got 2.5 inch, no, so this one is it's an inch, I said 2.5. So this one is 2.5 inch a circle, which comes separately. Then we've got 2.5 a heart, and a 2.5 inch flower. And I think on Craft Stash those two are only available. So let me show you what I've made so far, and I'm going to make like a flower pot step by step, so stay tuned. I will show you how to create something like that flower pot using those punches. So I've done this very simple, I think this one is 5-inch card with a heart, yes, 5-inch. And what I did, how many layers I've cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of this beautiful heart. And I had some die cuts in white, and I colored them in pink with love. And what I did, I don't know, hopefully you can see, let me get up so I can see. Yes, you can see those lines, 2, lines on each side, and I actually used it made it using my scoreboard. So this is something, if you think that your card is quite plain looking, you want to add some extra and you don't want to be fussing with die cutting or something, you can do that with your scoreboard. So this is just a simple card with love using one single punch. You can stamp your sentiments, so you can do it in whichever way you want. Very quick and easy card to make, and of course this card will fold flat if you want to post it, of course, and if you use double-sided paper, it's nice and colorful. Then I made, actually this was my first card, Cookie Monster. I thought this is so cool, and I used this a 2.5-inch circle punch to create his face, and then I cut another from black, but I cut it kind of in half, and then I trim a little bit just to create this mouth, and then I use those two smallest punches for the eyes and for the nose. So everything from the punch you can stamp, but I found this cutting die which says hello, and I think it looks really nice and cute. My girls, they said that's very cute for teenagers if they want to write something. And this is actually this, I've got this cool cardstock I found actually in my stash, which has this green, beautiful green, and on the reverse it has lighter green, and I do have quite a few of those. I think this one has exactly the same, darker pink and lighter pink inside. I love using it, and I have to find out where I can get that, because this is such a nice card to use for my card blank. So very simple with a top fold, and as I said, my girls love it. They are teenagers, so they said it's perfect for any teenager. And then I love this punch, flower punch. So I use the flower punch. I use the biggest circle from the that trio, and I used the biggest circle punch, that 2.5-inch, to create my leaves. And I'm going to show you when I'm going to do that step-by-step tutorial in a minute. I'm going to show you how to make those leaves using circle punch, the biggest size. And again, a light green background, some leaves, flowers, stamped happy birthday, which probably I might use it for my flower pot as well. And I think it's quick and easy card. I only use some foam pads under those flowers, I think, to add a little bit of dimension. The leaves are adhered flat, completely flat. So if you've got punches and you want to use them, and if you want to use them with your children, actually that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm running workshops for children in a like a Polish youth center. And we're going to make a special, I don't know if you follow me on social media, I showed this project, this flower pot card. It says for mom, and it will stand up like this, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So that's why I was inspired to use those punches and to create this tutorial using only punches, so you will see everything slightly differently. So anyway, this is very cute, a very easy card you can make with your children, with your grandchildren, on in kids clubs. I think fabulous cards. I think I like them. I hope you will like them as well. Hopefully you will get inspired using only actually 3 different shapes, because we've got circle, heart, and a flower. So if you've got any punches, or if you want to buy some, you can use them. And I make those 2 mice. I think they're super cute. I actually found this on online on that project. So basically I used this 2.5-inch circle, and as you can see the shape, it's the heart, this heart, 2.5-inch heart as well. And what I did, you can see at the reverse that I cut the circle, and then the heart creates a nose and ears as well. I drew a line, added some eyes. I will use white pen as well to add some highlights, and the nose is pink. I used the smallest circle from the trio to cut the hole to add this twine as the tail. So what do you think about them? They are so cute, and I think you can create so many different things using those punches. So I hope you get inspired. So let me start with my flower pot tutorial. So what basically I did, I took just A4 card, and this one is just both sides is the same, and I cut at 4.5 inch, and then I fold that strip in half, and that so it's 4.5 this way and 8 1/4 almost, and then I scored it in half, and I actually marked an inch from the left, inch from the right, and just cut that. So you can see over here when I put it on my mat that if you mark inch on the left, inch on the right, just use your trimmer or die cutting machine. Of course, once you fold everything in half, you can have this beautiful looking top fold like a flower pot. I already punched some flowers which I'm going to use. I've got the center for my flowers as well. I could use maybe the bigger one like on my card here, but this time I'm going to actually create flowers which are like this one. So I've got an example already here, and I'm going to add some glue in the center. Is my pickup tool, which is very handy. Oh, the glue is coming out a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put, I think I need about 5 flowers. So of course put them together, offsetting the petals, add the glue in the center, pick the center of your flower. You can create them using different colors, or you can add a layer which is underneath slightly darker, so you can create it in any way you like. So again, a little bit of glue in the center. What you can do, you can use some ink, and you can ink at the edges of your flowers, or you can add some veins with your markers or with your pencils, whatever you have handy, or whichever product you want to use. So have you made any of those cards, a kind of cards with using punches? Because this is kind of like going back to basics, and I think if someone is into card making, they can create beautiful projects without cutting dies, without die cutting machines. I think it's good to show that you don't have to have so many things to create nice looking projects. I love this card. I love this one, and it's especially for birthdays. You cannot really go wrong with this one. So let me know what you are up to as well, because as I said, I haven't been recording, and of course I haven't been watching any videos lately, so I'm kind of behind, but I felt like I needed that time just to relax a little bit, maybe focus on my family as well, focus on myself. So now I've got this cardstock. This one is like a purple with, again, both sides. The reverse is slightly darker, and this one is lighter. And I'm going to cut myself a circle, which then I'm going to fold in half. I also was thinking to create shaker cards with this. I think I need another one. That my idea was to create like something here like in the other project. So let me just cut another circle, the biggest one from that trio. And what I usually do, I actually remove those plastic beads, because I like when I punch, it just falls out. I don't need them, but if you like them, you can keep them. So now I'm not going to play around. I'm going to just fold it in half and then follow the score line and cut it in half. And my idea was just to do it this way and then put that circle here, just to create some more interest on my flower pot, basically. But before I do that, before I forget, I need to create like an arch for myself to place those flowers. And this one is going to be, I was thinking actually to use those 2 circles, and maybe I should do it just to show you that you can use those punches for everything. So I punched 2 circles from that using that 2.5-inch circle punch, and I think I'm going to use it. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here just to create a little bit like something which I can use to add here my flowers to. Maybe I should use my grid mat, actually. That would be handy. So I can see if I'm actually, should I push it down a little bit? Okay, so I'm going to leave it for a moment. Maybe I will add here those bits and pieces. So let me just put the glue. And then I think I'm going to use the grid on my mat so I can see how I'm going to put it kind of half a centimeter off that flower pot. So let me turn it over so you can see half a centimeter here, and then I will use this I will use the grid of my mat, and I will place this one as well here. I know that I need so much glue, and then I'm going to place this one. Yes, and I can leave it for a minute. You can leave it as it is, but I really want to add that small circle as well. Why not? And because it's like a textured card, you can see those lines, so I made sure that those lines are actually going horizontal as well, so it's not wonky. So I'm going to leave it on the side for a while, and then I'm going to show you how to create those beautiful leaves. So let me grab that green paper which I used. I think I will use the same. Yes, that's the same. So you need to cut a circle. So I'm using that 2.5 inch, and this is from one circle you will be able to create 4 leaves. So let me show you. So you've got the circle. Can you see that I'm putting it and I'm creating a leaf? We've got 1. Then it looks like someone bit into an apple, I think, a little bit. So maybe we could do that as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about different ideas right now. You can make them smaller, thinner. You can make them a bit more chunkier. So let me maybe do a smaller, thinner, or maybe, you know what? Let's see if maybe I can do more than 3 leaves. Yes, definitely I can. So from one circle I managed to do 4 different leaves, different sizes, and I think that would be nice to have different sizes for these things. I'm cutting another one, and I think I'm going to cut at least 3, so just in case if I need more leaves, so I don't have to cut again. So let me cut more, and then we can go and create a composition. So I'm actually going to make smaller ones as well. 3, and then another one, 4. And still you can have that little bit for something else. And let me cut another 4 and I will be ready to finish that card. And if you feel like you want to add the ink, as I said, if you can add some inks to your leaves as well. So now I can lift those petals from the top layer. And let's see, will I need 5 of them? I think I want to go for 5. Let's see if I can do it. So now I can see that my center point is here because of that a circle. So I'm going to adhere this here. Just don't want to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. And if you want, you can push the petals a little bit to that side to overlap. Trying to see if I'm not put, yeah, that's good. So you see those circles, actually they work really nicely. So I'm putting another one. Hopefully this video is not going to be way too long, but I really wanted to just do it in my own pace without thinking or without rushing or overthinking or worrying. Actually sometimes, especially when I'm recording, I'm just always constantly thinking if it's maybe a bit too long for some people, but if someone wants to skip a little bit, they can. So it's not a problem, you can do that if you feel like you want to do it. I'm going to grab my butterfly to hold it in place, and then I'm going to actually add the glue here, so I don't have to worry that I actually put the glue on my flower and I glue it to my mat. So now I know that I don't have much space. I can do it this way. So you can see we've got a full flower pot, and now I can think about my leaves, and I think I need to push it down. And I love bending my leaves, shaping them a little bit just to give them a little bit more natural look. And that's what I'm doing. I think this green looks really pretty. And I still want to add some sentiment. So I think, let me put it this way. And I think this project looks really nice. And the only thing you need is a few punches. I hope I didn't put my head in the shot, but I really wanted to see where I'm putting. So for this one, I might actually adhere it like this. Yeah, a few more. I just love when it's the green leaves are showing a little bit. So let me see if I can tag that one under those petals. This one is stuck down properly. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, this one is nice. And I think one more. If I feel after finishing that I need few more, and I will add them after. But I think that should be enough. So hopefully you will be able to see this inspiration on Craft Stash under those punches. We will see anyway. So now I found this stamp set. I actually used the happy birthday on my project here. Let me see if I can still see everything. Oh, it's quite long anyway. But I have seen a different one which I wanted to use. Have a wonderful day. I think I'm going to stamp this one. So just to save on time, I'm going to stamp it off camera and I'm going to adhere it here. So as you can see off camera, I added some glitter glue in the center of my flowers, and I added that sentiment, and I cut off this just to align it together with my flower pot, and I think it looks really cute. It's quite heavy, so I will add some mats inside of my card, but this is the reverse. You can see that yeah, it looks maybe a little bit messy for some people, but anyway, you're going to see the front. But if you want, you can use something just to cover it, like I said at the beginning, to create like an arch, and then you can cover it nicely. So I think you can adjust and create it slightly in a different way, but I think the idea of using punches to create a flower pot card, it's really nice. So let me know, what do you think about it? Maybe you've got a different project is your favorite, so let me know what do you think about them. These are all my projects I've done with those punches, so you can see them. Let me move the punches away. Let me see if you can see all of them. So yes, let me know which one is your favorite. Maybe you have a favorite one already. And what do you think about my flower pot? So thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what do you think about those projects. Have you ever made any projects with only punches? Like, I do have a lot of border punches which are very handy, but never actually used any standard shapes to create my cards. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you hopefully on Wednesday, when I might be sharing some other projects using that new collection. So thank you so much for watching once again. Take care and see you in my next video. Bye.